Top Picks is brought to you by Questrade, where you can trade stocks for $4.95.
James's first top pick is Western Pacific Resources, WRP on the venture.
Yeah, Western Pacific is one I've been watching, holding, following, buying, accumulating for a long time. The only thing I haven't done is gone to the property yet, which I hope to do in the next few weeks. Western Pacific just added Ron Parrott, former CEO of AUEX, which sold for $300 million based on the Long Canyon discovery, which ended up in Frontier, which was then sold to Goldcorp, or U.S. Gold.
Down in Nevada.
That's right, Nevada. So Mineral Gulch, the main deposit of Western Pacific, is just about 100 miles to the northeast in Idaho, but on very similar geology. They've just finished a soil sampling program that essentially yielded a large golden soils anomaly averaging about a gram per ton golden soils, which is substantial, and the anomaly looks sufficiently similar to the Gold Canyon deposit, the anomaly that it generated in the soil program, that Ron Parrott, who is now on the board of advisors of Western Pacific, is very excited and enthusiastic and believes that it's really going to be has the potential to be another Long Canyon and possibly even bigger. So it's got a $12 million market cap with multi-million ounce potential. It's a Carlin lookalike, so it only gets richer at depth. Could be big.
Prophecy Platinum, NKL.
Prophecy Platinum was on the project in August this year. It's up in the Yukon. 12 million ounces of combined gold and platinum group metals at a grade of 1.5 grams per ton combined gold and platinum group metals. It's a 17-kilometer long deposit. It's got geophysical expressions on the surface at either end of the 17-kilometer holding that exactly mimic the area where the 12 million ounce resource was generated. And so it has the potential to double in size, possibly even larger. At this point, it's looking like one of the largest undeveloped platinum group deposits in North America.
It's years from building a mine, though.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it was formerly a mine.
Okay.
So it's been permitted before. It's not in an environmentally sensitive area. They've got access to power in Haines Junction, which is just 100 kilometers down the road. It could go into production within 2 years if the economic studies that are forthcoming in 2012 demonstrate that. Now, of course, if they continue to explore and develop a huge project, they might take some more time to go to production because it's going to be a much bigger story. But for investors in the stock, that's only good.
Newstrike Capital, NES.
Newstrike Capital is one of my favorite gold companies, right up there with Gold Canyon, developing the Ana Paula project. Every time you blink, they come up with another press release, grading, better than 100 meters of 3, 4, 5 grams per ton. There's one intercept, I think, was earlier this year, was 7 grams per ton over 100 plus meters. They've got still $17 million in the bank. They don't need to go to market. They've only drilled 10 to 15% of the project in an area that has an inventory existing right now of 15 million ounces of gold.
And so how far would they be from actual production?
Boy, that's a tough one to answer, Andy, because they don't even have a a resource calculation yet, okay. So I just couldn't say.
Let's talk about your past picks, which you were on at the end of September, I believe. And Meadow Bay has been a mover. It's up 24%. CapEx Exploration up 23%. And Western Pacific, one of your picks currently, that one's gone sideways, down 23%.
Yeah, but Western Pacific is the one that I just told you about.
Yes, yeah.
That Ron Parrott has now joined the board. Again, in this market, the valuations have no bearing on what the company is potentially worth for its enterprise value if a discovery is made. In Western Pacific's case, they've got the golden soils. They've got some preliminary drill results that indicate that they're onto something. It's in Carlin territory, so I'm very bullish on it.
The legendary Carlin.
Yeah, and it's only been 30 days since that pick anyways.
Okay, yeah, I know. Let's head to Montreal. Mike is on the line. Go ahead, Mike.
Thank you for taking my call. My question for your guest is on Orbite Illuminae, symbol ORT. It just recently got listed on the TSX. Any opinion on that? Any targets longer term? And I'm not sure if he still follows it, but I believe you wrote it in your letter.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, I follow it enthusiastically. Exploration Orbite has a game-changing technology, and there was a guest on here recently, I think it was earlier last week, who was actually short the company, which I think is a very dangerous proposition, because he indicated that he felt that the commercialization of the technology, which essentially is a 30% reduction in the cost of aluminum production, bypassing the requirement for bauxite.
You just get alumina out of clays.
Out of aluminal clays, you go directly to 100% pure alumina. They're beyond proof of concept. In fact, they're delivering their first commercial shipment to Alouette, which is Canada's third largest aluminum smelter. I believe it's this week or in the following week. They're delivering 70 million tons or 7 million tons. Might not have the number right, but clearly a commercial quantity that's been produced through this brand new technology. Every major aluminum mining company, smelting company in the world has an NDA with these guys. They're all over them like flies. This thing's going to disappear, and for a very good price, I believe, because it is game-changing technology in the most profound meaning of the word.
Well, Rio Tinto is huge in this country. They've got all kinds of smelting assets. Do they almost need to own Orbit, do you think?
I think they are probably going to be the ultimate owner, and by that I mean I think that Alouette will buy it because they're in the area, they know the technology, they're going to be the first ones comfortable enough with it to pull the trigger and buy it, but that'll trigger a lot of interest in Alouette because suddenly they'll be putting out aluminum for 1/3 cheaper than all their competitors. The biggest aluminum company in the world needs to own that technology, there's no doubt about it.
James, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Andy.
Come back soon.
Thank you.
James West, we're out of time on this edition of Market Call. As always, please consult an advisor before making any investment decisions. Thanks very much indeed for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow.